Hello everybody. Glad you could join us. Hopalong PR here, and I wanted to give a little bit of a warning before this video starts. I'm going to be reading the fan fiction called Final Days in Trista, and it is by the author Yaoi Fan number 6. And just in case you need me to further clarify for it, this is a story about two young men displaying their passion for one another. So it's going to get graphic in nature. By all means, invite your parents to come watch it with you. Also, after the story, I will have an update for all of you who are curious. Alright, enjoy, and hands up. Hand check.
Final Days in Trista. Ah, Reen, Eustace moaned as he sat on the desk, the other mouth pressed against his chest, his tongue wetting and stimulating Eustace's skin. We should be fast. Someone could, but Reen didn't answer. Instead, his mouth circled one of Eustace's nipples, sucking on it. Eustace grinded his teeth, trying to hide the pleasure. Goddess knew who could walk near the classroom right now. We can do it again in the dormitory later, or two. Eustace's words hit him before he could finish the sentence. Soon, everything would be over. Their days together, the lingering looks in the middle of class, the stolen kisses between each lesson, the nights of passion spent together in the dormitory in each other's arms. Reen, Eustace murmured as his arm embraced the other boy's head, placing a kiss on top of it. I'd be lying if I said I'm not going to be sad. Reen raised his head, looking at him straight in the eyes, their mouths centimeters apart. They breathed on each other. It's not like this is the end for the two of us, is it? His lips clenched into a melancholic smile. Eustace smiled him back, one of his hands caressing the other cheek. Yeah, Berea Hard isn't that far. I'll probably need you to come once in a while to pull me out of work, or I'll die of stress. Oh? What makes you think what I have in my pew is very stress-free? Reen's tone was sarcastic, but despite the smile on his lips, Eustace couldn't help but perceive a bit of sadness in each other's eyes. Let's call it a hunch based on our, past escapades. Your activities have been highly entertaining for me. I'm glad, Reen answered, dropping a small kiss on each other's lips. I have a lot more activities like this in mind for us in the future. Eustace raised an eyebrow, amused. Oh? Was doing it in a classroom an activity you had in mind before? Maybe. Eustace could hear the sound of a belt falling and pants being lowered. I can't say I didn't expect that. Reen's hand touched Eustace's trousers, opening it up, lowering him down, exposing the erection. I guess this will be for another first you have taken from me. Reen pressed his lips against him, their tongue playing against each other. Using his hands, he gripped Eustace's thighs, pulling them apart, raising them so that Eustace's entrance was in front of him. Oh. Power through. Power through. Oh, what the fuck was I? Eustace fell graciously on the classroom desk, letting Reen on top of him, trapping himself below Reen's body. I don't think Regnitz will be happy that we're using his desk like this, Eustace mused, as he could feel the tip of Reen's cock pressing against him. I'll have to deal with it, if he ever found it, Reen answered, as he slowly made his way into Eustace. Eustace couldn't help but wonder if the pint of jealousy he could hear in Reen's voice was just in his mind. Was it bad he wished it wasn't the case? Ah, Eustace moaned as Reen failed him. Even without preparations, just like that, in a slow but steady push, Reen was already all inside Eustace. There was no need for them anymore. Their bodies were far too used to each other's now. Reen, he purred. If possible, Reen started to talk as he slowly moved his hips, savoring each feeling of his erection rubbing against Eustace's inviting, welcoming insides. I'd like for the two of us to always be like this, he declared, looking into the other's eyes. Always, the blonde mused. Always connected with you, Reen continued, as his hips kept thrusting inside Eustace. His expression was serious, despite the waves of pleasures following their bodies. All of the other Class 7 are dear to me, but if I have you, Eustace, I don't need anybody else. Reen pressed his mouth against Eustace's as his hips speeding up in their movements. I'm sorry, Eustace said once again apologetically. Don't be, Reen answered immediately, decisive before kissing again. The air was filled with moans and sound of tongue playing together. Going to, Eustace managed to say between one kiss and another as Reen's thrust. His hips almost lost control, his dick spilling all over his body. Me too, Reen grinned, and in one almost desperate thrust, he spent himself inside of Eustace. Eustace kissed him one last time as Reed filled his insides. Sorry, Reen declared, scratching his red cheeks. Probably shouldn't have come inside of you given our situation. Eustace sighed as he finished buttoning his shirt. It's fine. I don't mind when you do it in bed because it's you, but you should be careful when we're like this. It's a pain and my chest and abdomen are pretty sticky enough. Sorry again. Reen's tone was legitimately remorseful. Maybe too much, Eustace thought. It's fine. Eustace's cheeks became a shade of red. Then he whispered, I wanted you to do it anyway. Huh? It's nothing, the blonde-haired boy said as he gripped the rest of his uniform. I need to check the horses, but then I'll head straight for my room in the dormitory. I need to change and take a shower. Will you reach me? In the shower? Reen asked him sarcastically. Hump. Eustace moves at his own answer. I guess there'll be another first you take from me. And scene.
Ah, that's good water. Well, wasn't that a very compelling story for all of you to enjoy? I'll be honest with you. I don't know why I did this. It's been a while since I've done something just for pure weirdom, so hope you enjoyed it. The announcement that I wanted to make is Legends of Heroes Month is not just a month long. It goes on for as long as I want it to. So March will be coming to an end, and I'll probably still have at least one video to pump out. I'm working on this video that was supposed to be up last week, but it turned into the unofficial review of the series, so it took a little time to make. Still making it. But anyhow, thank you everybody for watching. And listening, I guess is the case. If you have anything you want to say, make sure it's in the comments below. And thank you for staying weird.